in the top right-hand side.
There we go.
So my name is Ken Persky, and I've been a part of this for about 5 years, and part of the Lyconets and cashback world for about 5 years. And I was the type of person that when I came out to the meeting, I said, this is a great program, but it's an awful lot of money to get started. And it was promoted, if I start with a bunch of money and you get other people with a bunch of money, we'll all get rich fast. And I went, yes, but there's a better way of doing it. And it's taken us a little while to be able to come up with a less expensive way and help more people out. So here's some of the questions that we're going to ask you at this moment in time. How many times does your money run out before the end of the month? And here in North America, it's about 60% of the people run out of money before the end of the month. Are you financially set for your retirement, your debt, or the lifestyle that you want to have at this moment in time? And kind of to think to yourself as we go through this presentation, how much money, extra money per month would make a difference to you and your family as the presentation go forward. And our goal is to help you maybe realize that this is the vehicle in order to be able to do it with.
And we are part of My World, which has lots of little parts to it, big parts being Cashback World and Lyconet. And today we're talking mostly about Lyconet. So you may be familiar with traditional investing, and you may be familiar with network marketing, but not maybe with Lyconet. So traditional investing is where you put aside a bunch of money or a little bit of money every week or every paycheck, every month or every year, and you hope that over time you will have some money left. You hope that your money will grow faster than inflation, and you hope that either the stock market or the interest rates will be favorable or whatever. But there's a lot of hope involved, and we just want to show you an alternate way. The network marketing with Lyconet, we think it's better.
So like I said, I was a financial planner, and I would typically sit down with people, and this slide was one of the most important slides that we gave to people, and it was the idea to get people started early. In this case, you happen to go to school and you have student loans, and it took you got to the age of 25, and you started to put $300 a month away when you got to age 25, and you put it away for 7 years. And then for some strange reason, I never understood this part of the slide that said you were in a good habit of putting money away, but you decided not to put any money away, and it compounded at 8% until you got to retirement. You'd have about $128,000 when you got there. Now, the other part is, this is more reality to most people, is they go to school, they get married, they have a child, they pay off their student loan. Maybe they wait until they're 32 years old, and then they start to put the $300 a month away. And instead of 7 years, they put it away for 17 years. Because there isn't as much compounding effect, they're at about the same numbers. So again, is it consistent that people will do this year after year? That's the question when it comes to investing.
Mm-hmm. And there is something called residual income that is the best kind of income. It's when you work for a while up front, and then later you can get paid over time. So it could be you write a best-selling novel or a hit song, and you get those royalties. Or it could be that you have money in the bank earning interest. This is this example. Money in the bank earning 5% interest, which right now is not necessarily realistic, but for example, we say that, and if you had this much money in the bank, earning 5% interest, this is what your monthly residual income would be. So this example, which is pretty close to the last slide where they had saved $130,000, here we've got 120. So you're going to get $500 a month residual income. Now, $500 a month can make a difference. It's a good thing to have that coming in, whether you're working or not. However, it's probably not enough. And I don't know, do you have $120,000 in the bank right now that could earn you that 5% interest? If you do, that's great, if it's enough.
So how the system works. As a marketer, I have the ability to go shopping myself. So I get paid anywhere between 1 to 5% cash back for seeking out places that are loyalty merchants, which is a great program. As a marketer, I can also sign up other shoppers, and as they go shopping in the world, They get the 1 to 5% cash back, and we both gather something called a shopping point for deals going forward. Each one of those points, you can save between $7.50 and $15 per point on future shopping. As a marketer, I can refer merchants. And the object of myself as being a merchant marketer is that I want to teach that merchant on the right-hand side on how the system works. Now, I'm a loyalty merchant myself, so when I first got into this program, I did it for 5 months because I'm a seasonal business. And in those 5 months, I increased my net sales by about 24% with just my existing customers that I had. So my loyal customers that I rewarded came back and shopped more often. Now, for decreasing expenses, I owned my own small business before. I put $900 into flyers, and out to 25,000 people, I got 1 flyer back. So for every loaf of bread that I sold that customer, it cost me $90 out of my pocket. And that's what most advertising is pay and pray. From a merchant or a marketer standpoint, that once we sign up a customer and they go shopping in one of the 47 countries or in one of the 130,000 loyalty merchants, I get paid because my shopper has gone and shopped somewhere where they want to shop anyways. There's a pre-approved fee the Cashback World has. Once that sale happens to take place, the fee gets paid to Cashback World. Cashback World takes 1 to 2% off the top, and then the rest comes back to the membership and the marketers to continue promoting the business. And the best form of advertising, we've always been told, is mouth-to-mouth advertising, or mouth-to-ear advertising, I guess it would be.
Yeah. And we are in 47 countries around the world, and you may know people in these countries, but even if you don't know people in these countries, we're going to show you a way that you can participate in the shopping in those countries.
So this was the slide myself that kind of turned my head when I first happened to see this presentation, because I've shopped at all these places. I've gone to a movie, I've gone to Canadian Tire, I've gone to large box stores, and I've spent money there. I have any of my friends done any of those things? The answer is yes. Well, this is a great way of not only just shopping at those places, but redirecting our expenses to places that we're going to get paid at. And again, that's what the program is all about.
You may have seen some of these companies, but I'm guessing you didn't see most of these names 5-10 years ago. And they're new programs, and it's the power of zero. So when you look at Uber, they don't own their vehicles, but they're the largest taxi company. Facebook, the world's most popular media, but they're not producing the content you are. Airbnb, the largest accommodation provider, but they don't own those beds, that real estate. And Cashback World is the world's largest shopping community. They don't own the stores. The merchants own the stores, and everybody benefits when we go shopping.
This one's yours.
Okay, Lyconet, for people that want more. So maybe you just want to save a few bucks on your shopping, great. But if you want more, if you want income, you want to live your dream lifestyle, you want to maybe get a car or a house or a trip or pay off your debt, Lyconet can do that for you. We don't sell anything, but we earn when people buy everything. And your income's based on the growth of the shopping community. And it's got so many opportunities and so much potential.
So there's 2 main ways to get commissions or to earn income in this particular company. One's called a career commission, and it's basically you're shopping and you're gathering the points. We talked about the cashback and the points. Well, it's the gathering of those points that happened for the career commission, and the balance commissions. We're going to describe how the system works. But the basic thing is you're going to generate units. We'll show you what a unit is. And as those units get placed into the worldwide shopping community, you earn extra income.
And this is just an example of our career program. So that's based on, like Ken said, the shopping points in your team in a month. So when you have this many shopping points in your team, this is about how much you will earn. And you can see for each level, there's a different little number. You can also look at the number at the bottom. That's just the monthly career bonus. Multiply that by 2 to 2.5 times, and that's your total income for the month. And we're not going to get into a lecture on the compensation plan, but we just want you to know that there's a lot of money that some people are making. And wouldn't that be nice if that was you? Once you get to career level 4, you can drive a really nice car for free. The company pays you for that. And we already talked about in our first presentation, the international bonus, where you get a little piece of all the shopping in the world, whether they're on your team or not. It's pretty amazing.
So how would this change your life if you happen to get to, or when you get to a level 7? The program that we're showing you works in all 47 countries. That's one of the specific things that I wanted to come up with, that a unit's the same in all countries because it's 50 points in all the same in all the countries. And the bonus at the bottom, monthly bonus, is 30,000 times 2 to 2.5 times that number per month. And we have a system that you can get there potentially with 6 months to a year.
And the second general way we are paid is through the balance commissions. And you create units in a few ways. You create them by shopping. Those shopping points that you gather as you go shopping will add up to balance units. And you can also purchase discount vouchers. We call it Easy Shop Plus, which is a monthly purchase of gift discount vouchers. We're going to show you that in a moment, what that looks like. Keep going. So we use those Easy Shop Plus, use the discount vouchers to create units today, and they are actually redeemed when you go shopping. So we have this thing called Recash, where based on your shopping, when you go shopping, you get paid back for the discount vouchers. So they don't have to cost you anything. You and your shoppers are going to redeem those vouchers.
So what is a unit? We just talked about Easy Shop Plus. It's also called the discount voucher. So let's kind of not be too confused. Basically, $50 or $75 is 50 shopping points.
Or 50 euros if you're in
or
Europe.
50 is, I don't think it's 50 euros.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 50. It's X amount of dollars. Yeah, $75 here in Canada, 50 euros over in Europe. And every unit that is your own is a blue unit, and the orange ones and the yellow ones will naturally start to fall in behind yours as you build a shopping community, as people stay on Easy Shop Plus, and the program starts to move forward. So how does a unit work? You and your friends go shopping, and you spend somewhere about $1,500 to $2,000, and as you said, as you go shopping, you're going to gather those points. Once you have 50 points, it generates a unit. So you're doing shopping until you get enough points to get that unit, and then it drops into your accounting system, and that unit can pay you out $765 in the future. Or a better way that we think is that you put $75 into the system, you purchase that unit right off the bat, it drops into your accounting system at the beginning of each month. You have compensation eligibility in all ways for each month for 5 weeks at a time. And as again, that unit cycles, it'll pay you out $765. So you can either shop and wait till you get paid, or put a unit in the system, shop, and get the money back.
Plus, no matter which way you're doing it, you're earning that $765. And it doesn't stop at $765, because when that happens, you get a transfer unit. It goes these balance categories, like you see on the screen. I like to call them money funnels, because as the units go in the top, you get paid money. And they go up to actually the balance category 5, and at each level you're going to be paid a little bit more. By the time your unit gets all the way through, which could take quite a while, depends on how things are going, but it can pay you over $24,000 in potential benefit. That's a lot of money, and you're going to have more than one of these units, right? You hope to have multiple.
We're going to kind of describe how a typical purchase happens through Cashback World. the shopper goes and finds, let's say, a couch for $1,500, and this particular merchant pays 3% cash back and 2 shopping points for every $150 spent. So as a shopper, they're going to get paid $45. We told you that once you get above $10 from your Cashback World Piggy Bank, the following Tuesday you get a paycheck for that particular week. You bought something that you wanted to buy already, and you gathered 20 shopping points, and each one of those shopping points for a shopper can save you between $7.50 to $15. So that means you could have another $150 potentially worth of savings just by spending something at a place you're going to spend already. But as a marketer, we said that you get to put yourself in the middle of this process. So the merchant pays a 7% fee to Cashback World. It's a pre-approved fee. So $105 is collected by Cashback World for that purchase to actually happen. And Cashback World takes 1% off the top. So they're getting paid $15 to be the umbrella of this particular company. And as a marketer, if we sign somebody else up, or as a merchant, if we sign somebody else up, there's 2 $7.50 marketing bonuses for up to 2 levels for people as your shopper goes shopping. That's added benefit that you would get as they went and bought something they bought anyways. And as a marketer, there would be those same 20 shopping points, and every one of those shopping points are worth $1.50 for recash. So $1.50 times 20 is $30 I as a marketer would earn because my shopper went out and shopping. And so $75 from 30, that means I've recashed $30 of my $75 worth of units. And if we think, we also, as a shopper, as a marketer, if this was my purchase, I would also have those shopping points for future discounts. So think of a lot of different things, a lot of different information. If I was a marketer and I bought that same $1,500 couch, I'd get the $45. I would get the $30 for recash. I would have my $75 that I put into the system, basically put back in my bank account, and I'd still have extra points to be able to recash going forward in the system.
Nice. So there's a few ways you can get started. Everybody starts with a starter pack, which gives you some business supplies, $49. And this is in Canada. I can't tell you what the deal is in Norway, but we start with the starter pack plus Easy Shop Plus. Remember, Easy Shop Plus gives you 50 shopping points or 1 unit. And you can start with 1 unit. You can start with 4 units, or you can start with 7 units. These are 3 examples. And we think that this is like small, medium, large, or good, better, best. So it depends on your goals and your budget, what works for you. Keeping in mind that each unit is going to pay you out at least $765 over time. So how many units do you want, and how many can you afford?
So you can earn extra income just by basically following the program I'm going to do. Learn how the bonus income works from millions of shoppers that happen around the world. So we talked about, Arlene talked about how does the program work? So once you get up to 7 units in your own personal program, so you'd have 7 blue units in your money funnel. On the 8th unit, you can reset your settings, and a unit will go into something called the country rotation. So for an example, you could have a Great Britain unit, a United States unit, a Canada unit, a Philippine unit, and your units are naturally going to drop into those countries at each particular month. On the 9th of each month, you can purchase between 1 and 3 units a month. And as shoppers and units drop into the other system, you're getting paid even though you have nobody signed up in that country. It's just naturally going to happen because shoppers shop, and Easy Shop Plus continues going forward.
Nice. There's also something called the Easy Shop Speed Bonus Program, and this is like an incentive to get off to a good start. So when you help 5 people get started, and they each help 5 people get started, and they each help 5 people get started, you get different bonuses. We're not going to get into the details we're going to give you an example, but just know that there is a nice bonus for you if you get off to a fast start.
And this number on the bottom says US dollars. Well, it happens to be Canada dollars for us. So I'm about to start to talk a lot slower than I've been doing because this slide excites me lots. And everybody keeps going, Ken, you need to go slower on this slide. So we have about 3 or 4 slides in the next 5 minutes that I want you to lean forward and listen to, because this is really, really, really important. So in your first month, if you can, you want to get to 5 people. If you're not so the bonus program works for your first 90 days. If you've been a marketer for longer than 90 days, the bonus program doesn't apply to you on the fast start part of it. But the program that we're showing you right now, if you just start and get minimum of 2 people, we'll show you what that looks like. But if you start and get 5 people, here's potentially the income that you can earn. So 5 people putting $300 in the system, 4 times 75 is $300. So that's 4 units. We recommend the starter kit. So you have $349 in the system. And if you teach 5 people to do that in your first 30 days, you'd have approximately 1,000 shopping points in your first 30 days. Here's the income that you could potentially earn. The speed bonus, it's a loyalty card. So you want to teach people how to go shopping within the system. They can earn potentially a whopping $7.50 in the first month if everybody spent $300, and you'd earn another $96 in commissions. But more importantly, you have 5 people that are starting to understand the system. You're going to get paid whether you understand or not. Just learn as you go. But you're going to earn potentially a little more than 2/3 of the money back that you put into it. And $216 is more than $75. So like any small business, you're going to put $75 back into your business. And your 5, you're going to teach those 5 to do exactly the same thing. If you teach your 5 to get their 5, you potentially have 5,000 shopping points in your first 60 days. If everything goes well, maybe you're going to have more. And we see a little group of people starting to get happy. The second speed bonus is another $750 in the second month. You have about $10,000 worth of shopping happening. You're going to earn that $100 worth of basically a marketing shopping bonus. More importantly, we talked about how you can get $765 from that unit. This is where this comes into effect. You'd have $600 in cashback world credit that you're going to spend back into the system. And as a loyalty merchant, that's a great thing because it's asking people who have built a shopping community to go back and shop through the program, and that's helping that loyalty merchant have more customers come back more often. And the commission potentially in that first 5,000 shopping points is another $350. An additional $1,800 could be earned within your first 60 days. $1,800 is more than $75. And if you're 5 told 5 and they got 5, you'd have 25,000 people in your first 90 days. Now, again, is it going to work potentially that well and that amazing in your first 90 days? It's up to you. It's the program that we're promoting is 5 gets 5, and the third month will take care of itself. So with the simple program that we're presenting, this is what the income that you could be earning. You'd have a total of 3,000 more speed bonus. You'd have the marketing bonus. You'd have potentially 3 more units cycling. So you'd have $1,800 worth of, you spend the money, you get the money back. You'd have commission. You'd have qualifying for the career bonus, or no, you'd have the $750 worth of career bonuses. So you'd have another $7,500. And how much money have you put into the system? You put in $499. So in this case, it'd be 200, 300 euros put into the system. And I'm not sure how many euros you'd come out with, but here in Canada, $499 is about the car payment of a new car for 1 month. It's probably not a truck payment. And as you drive a vehicle off a lot, you're losing thousands of dollars. This is a way of putting starting with $349, putting a little bit of money each month, and your potential is that you can earn just about $9,600 within your first 90 days just by promoting this. Again, if you're a marketer from before, you're not going to get the speed bonuses, but now you've qualified for a level 3 within your first 3 months, and you're earning a pretty good income.
Nice. But what if you don't get off to that amazing start? That would be pretty sad. But it doesn't have to be sad.
No.
It's not too late. You can stay on Easy Shop Plus. And what are the benefits? You stay commission eligible. Your units will grow over time as you add members and you join that international rotation, because that's not based on your own efforts as much. And you can, it's kind of like a long-term savings vehicle for about the cost of a cup of coffee a day. And you get paid back for your shopping, for your Easy Shop Plus through Recash when you and your customers go shopping. And that's a really good thing.
Mm-hmm. So what if all you did was bring 2 people into the system? You got 2 happy faces, 2 fingers, and everybody started with 4 units in the very first month, and then they did 1 unit a month for the next 4 months. So one of the things, and one of my mentors that said to me, said, I want to do no harm. I don't want to bring somebody into something that will hurt somebody else by overextending them. And to become a premium member in this particular business, whether it's North America or over in Europe, if you get 5 people directly to with a minimum of 3 units, and it can take as long as you want to do, you become a premium member, and there's great benefits that once you become a premium member. But a lot of times maybe someone doesn't bring that part up. So let's just go, if you got 2 people putting $349 and $75 a month after that, potentially within the first 3 months, you'd be earning that $150 to $450 a month. And remember the slide that we showed a long time ago, that if you got $500 worth of residual income, you're close to getting that amount. And this is only 3 months. So it's $349 in your first month, $75 for the next 2 months, and you're earning the possibility of almost the same amount of money within 3 months. What if it took you 6 months to get there? That's still way better than 25 years. If you trained your 2 people to get 2 people, after your 5th month, you'd have about 63 marketers in the system, and you're earning $300 to $900 a month. Now that's pretty significant income. You would need to have about $250,000 in some form of investment, gaining that 5% interest to get that amount of residual income per month. And if you taught 2 to 2 to 2, and we'll show you that in a little bit, you'd have 127 marketers. You're at a level of level 3 of $750 to $2,300 a month in residual income. You qualify and confirm in the 2nd month, and you're off and walking. And you didn't really have an awful lot of people coming into the system. You're just teaching 2 gets 2 gets 2.
Nice. Oops, I missed the best part.
Well, you know how these things start. One guy tells another guy something, and then he tells 2 friends, and they tell 2 friends, and they tell their friends,
and so on,
and so on, and so on, and so on. You know how these things go.
I think I forgot to add the sound, didn't I?
Nope, sound was there.
Oh, cool. Okay. And my belief is that this company, this business, has something for everyone. So we're going to look at something to do, not so much numbers, but just more like personalities. So if you're the kind of person who likes fun, this is great for you. You can be part of a positive and a group of positive, motivated people. You can travel. I just went to Prague. I've been to Las Vegas and Florida and Fort McMurray and Vancouver and Calgary with this business. So I've done some fun things, and it's a blast. You might be the kind of person who likes to help others. Remember, you're supporting our charities just through shopping, but the more you promote the business, the more good you can do, which is great. you're also helping other people to achieve their dreams and goals. So you can make a really big impact on other people. And I think it's a great vehicle for that. If you're the kind of person who cares about earning money, that's great. We need more leaders in our company. And this can give you the opportunity to replace your job income. We don't talk about getting rich quick, but there is unlimited earning potential over time. And like I said, we need more leaders. And if you're the kind of person who likes to plan, maybe like some information, you can plan for your future with this business. Get set up for retirement or your other income goals. And we have the help, support, and information that you need. And we are here to help. So it's good for everybody.
So the program that we've just shown you is how to get to 1,000 points. Sounds like, again, sounds like not that much, but that's how you get to 1,000,000 points. You teach people how to get to 1,000, 5 people with 4 units each. Once they have their 4 units each, potentially in your first 60 or 30 days, they teach their 5 and they teach their 5. So once you get to 5,000 shopping points for yourself, I'm going to speak specifically as a merchant, as a marketer, myself. The object for myself is to get my business up to 10,000 points. So that will help pay for a lot of the fees that I have. The great part about being a loyalty merchant is you can get paid in 2 positions. Once my members, or once my business gets up to 10,000 points, if I sign some of my customers up to my business, some of my customers up to myself personally, I would be earning between $750 and $2,300 a month in residual income back to myself. As a business owner, I own my own bakery for 7.5 years, and it's tough to own your own business. Like, it's really tough, and it's really tough to be a marketer, but the object is to gather enough points from enough team members to help those team members to achieve their goals. And as you gather those points, your income starts to be significant. If you're working on a couple teams at a time, you're going to be closer to the $150 a month or the lower number on the top. You want to get up to potentially 5 to 10 team members that are directly to you, and your numbers, your earning income will just increase that much more. And the reason why I tell you this is I'd rather tell you early, because that way you'll be happier when you get up into the larger numbers and everything starts to go smoother.
So are you ready to earn extra income? Can you see yourself sharing this system? And you don't have to be the one explaining everything. You bring your friends to our presentations and we will be helping you. So if you're ready to be a marketer, ready to get started, great. We want to help you.
And as a Lyconet marketer, the question that you're asking yourself, do you want to start with 1, you want to start with 4, or you want to start with 7 units? And we help you set up your personal strategy basically going forward. You want to do this for at least 6 months. So we showed you that once you have a unit cycle, that'll pay you about $765. Well, that's $349 times plus $75 for 5 more months. That's basically 1 unit cycling, so that you can get your money back within the first 6 months, and you're just going to, your belief is going to grow because you're rewarded for having that first unit cycle or having that first paycheck put into your bank account.
And I think that after 6 months, you're going to want to keep doing it because it's fun.
It is fun getting paid.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us, and here's our resources. We have mycashback.ca, and this is all about shopping and how to shop and how to benefit, as well as our events. On the events page, you'll see our webinars. The cashback.club is another website that has some videos and training as well. And we invite you to come back as often as you want, invite your friends, and Ken, did you want to talk about the Philippines?
So the Philippines, we've been working on, I need to change a couple slides around. Specifically, my wife is a Filipino, and here in Alberta, there's 100,000 Filipinos that have left their home country to basically come to whatever country they happen to be working in, and they're sending between 40 and 60% of their net take-home pay home to help their families back in the Philippines. And the program, as good as it sounds here in Canada, is Just absolutely amazing. For there, a unit here in Canada is $765. When it cycles, that's pretty good money. In the Philippines, it's over 33,000 pesos, and that's the equivalent of about 75 days worth of work for an entire family, one unit cycling. So, and that's some of the stuff that we touch on. So it's 9 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, and it's 11 o'clock in the Philippines. And we just invite people to come out and listen.
Cool. Great. And that's our presentation. I'm going to stop recording.